Advocates in Action is proud to present Rhode Island's 2021 statewide Self-Advocacy Conference keynote speaker, Leah Keith.
We would like to introduce you to Leah Keith. She's probably going to introduce herself for the most part. She has been such a blessing to us in the last year or two. She was in our leadership series class last year. She graduated in 2020. It was our first class that was hybrid. We started out in person, ended up on Zoom, and Leah persevered through it all. And then she became a peer mentor for this year's leadership series class. So we're really excited to have her on board with us, helping out. And she has a whole list of accomplishments that she's going to share now. So without further ado, Leah Keith.
Hi, I'm Leah, and this is my mom.
Hi, I'm Debbie, Leah's mom. Steve, can you put up the slideshow, please? We're just waiting for the slides to come up. Here they come. Yeah. All right, now we'll get started. Go ahead, Leah.
It's called I Am Leah, and I'm an artist and a poet.
And you're going to tell your story, right?
And this is my story.
All right, next slide.
This is me at my studio, and that is me painting and being a creator.
And you have your own business, right?
My own business.
All right, next slide.
Yeah, this is me at the middle school. I'm a teacher, and I'm teaching Mason and Paige to make Play-Doh.
And what kind of teacher are you?
I'm an art teacher.
And where do you teach?
The Warren and Bristol middle school and high school.
Yes, you do. Next slide.
I'm teaching Paige and Mason how to paint, and that's my painting over there to demonstrate.
And which school is this?
The middle school.
The Kicking You at Middle School in Warren. Next slide.
This is the high school, and that's Ben and Alan, and Ben made a dream catcher and he made a fort.
Next slide.
This is me at my studio. I'm selling my paint to this person.
She was from Meeting Street.
Main Street.
Yeah. And what else do you do at your studio?
I also am involved with my studio too as well. I do art nights, gallery nights.
Yeah.
Sometimes walkabouts.
And open studios.
Open studios.
And people can make appointments
Yeah.
to come see you in your studio anytime. Next slide.
Oh yeah, that is one of my grand openings, and I sold a lot of my art, and that's me signing my art.
Yes, you had a lot of people come that night.
Yep.
It was packed and we had fun. Next slide.
That is a wall with my art, and some of it is my mother's. That's me and my friend Steve, and he's been with me for I think 10 years, and he's been helping me out and supporting me through all that. And that's just us right there setting up and getting ready to paint.
Cool. Next slide.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Sure is.
This is my book launch that I did at Inkfish Bookstore in Warren.
Yeah.
I published a book.
You did publish a book. What's it called?
I Am Leah.
Next slide.
That's my book, and that's my book launch.
Talk to them about your book for a second. I just have to get a piece of paper for Leah. Go ahead, talk about the book.
Yeah, the book that I made is my art, my writing.
Did you tell them about the poem?
Oh yeah. The bookmark has one of my poems on here, and I also have it right here that I'm gonna read. And it says a glimpse of air through and through out there silently through this game, but it's not really a game because you have to create it and zone out of your mind. But everything around this so possible, so breakable, but so not there, like a distance, really, reality and eternity.
Good. Next slide.
Yeah, this is me with my professor when I took college at BCC. That's my annotations, and that's another friend of mine from the VSA, and they were because of my writing too, and me being the Port Laureate.
Next slide. Next slide.
Oh yeah, this is me when I was doing theater, and yeah, I was the beggar, and I was trying to steal that person's gold.
What was the play you were in?
Treasure Island. Yeah, and that's me over there, and that's a friend of mine, Martin there, and he was gonna make me fall down, but yeah.
You had to be trained to fall.
I had to be trained. I learned the fall without hurting myself.
Next slide.
Oh yeah, this is me with with the whole cast, and that's the paper that my professor wrote about me. I got an A.
Yes, you did. Next slide.
Oh yeah, this is the VSA, the RISD Museum, and I did a lot of art, like painting, making stuff out of clay. I made a quilt.
Yeah. What else?
Collage.
You went to different parts
I went to different parts
of
the museum, and like we got Rome or Israel or Japanese or.
Did you see the big Buddha?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, next slide.
Oh yeah, I also did that one too. Egypt and stuff in black and white. That's the collage that I did.
And that's the show.
Yeah, and after that, in the end, we do a party
At the museum.
at the museum.
You get to show all your work to all your friends and family. Next slide.
Oh, this is my family cemetery. And I also have Ezekiel Butterworth, and he wrote the Zigzag Journeys. He's also a famous writer.
And how is he?
And yeah, that's my family cemetery, and on my dad's side. And I'm been really like interested in my family and who they are.
Your heritage.
My heritage.
Your ancestors.
Yep.
And what are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pastels, grave rubbings.
Grave rubbings. And that's Hezekiah's gravestone right there.
Yes, it is.
And he's your, what was he? Your great
uncle or something.
Mm-hmm. Next slide. Ooh.
Oh, this is the Advocate in Action, and that's me graduating. And that's when we were in person doing that.
The conference.
The conference.
The last one in person.
Yeah.
What are those posters about?
Oh, well, my poster says not to give up, have opportunities and ideas.
So what was the class that you took?
That advocate in action.
The leadership series?
Yeah.
And what did you learn?
So like, being a leader, what leader means to you, and being in a team and sharing your ideas and stuff, and learning about government and voting.
Cool. Your rights. Human
Your
rights.
rights.
Next slide.
Oh yeah, that's me voting at the what is it?
Town hall.
Town hall.
Yeah. You sure did. Next slide.
Oh, this is Main Street, and I donated my book and some of my art there, and that is me again being on TV.
And you donated it for their what?
Their
auction.
Their auction.
For a fundraiser.
Yeah.
And they were very pleased that you did.
Yeah.
And you got to be in the news on TV.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to show a little film about that.
Yes, we are.
Next slide. All right, let's watch that film. It's about 5 minutes.
My world, my life, my voice. I am different, and different is good.
Leah was born 32 years ago, and there wasn't a lot of really good positive information out there. But I called Meeting Street like right away, right when she, like within a couple weeks after her birth. They did evaluate Leah at 5 weeks old, so calling and being very proactive was really helpful. Meeting Street really was the beginning of all that. I think early intervention and the beginning years of any child are the most important years in development. And it's so important to have early intervention as we did through Meeting Street. This is the binder that Meeting Street provided for us. When we would go there, they would do certain activities with her and they would document everything so that I could go back and continue to work on the skill during the week. The language was amazing. I mean, we just talked to her all the time as we, learned from the speech therapist in Meeting Street School, and her language just developed, her vocabulary, her understanding of communication with other people and engaging. Leah is an artist and a writer. She's always been her whole life interested in art and words. When she was very small, she said that her dream was to grow up and be a published writer. So this is her first book, and we're really, really excited because she's worked so hard on it.
I like doing art. Art just makes me feel good and proud and just who I am as an artist.
In addition to being a great visual artist and taking classes with us at the RISD Museum, Leah is also a really proficient poet. She's won the Allen Ginsberg Poetry Competition several times and now serves VSA Arts Rhode Island as its Poet Laureate.
I do it spontaneously. It just comes out of me, like I have like so many letters in my head and it just comes out.
All right. Next slide.
Oh yeah, this is my friend David Cicilline, and that was the 25th anniversary of the American with the Disabilities Act, And me as a poet laureate, I started a poem for them.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there that day.
Yeah.
You did great. Next slide.
Oh, yeah, this is my family. My dad, mom, my sister, my cousin there, my grandparents, everyone there.
That's at your studio,
My
right?
studio, my grand opening, yep.
Yeah, and your family came from near and far to support you.
Yeah.
Family support is really important. Next slide.
That's me on the bike because I like to work out.
You do work out.
Yeah.
You're very disciplined. I wish I had your motivation and discipline, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Next slide.
Oh, yeah, this is my stuff. My book, I got mugs there, cards, my paintings.
Limited edition.
Yeah, limited edition, and
Nice.
you can get it on Amazon.
And your website,
My website,
which is
IamLeah.com.
.com. Yeah. We're in the middle of redoing her website. So some of these things you can find in the shop there, but they might not be there right now. You can get in touch with us through the website if you're interested, but we will be putting up all the new products. We're making all new prints, limited edition of Leah's work. Next slide, please.
Oh, yeah, this is me holding up my painting. And that's me in the studio, and that's my logo over there. And this is another thing that I wrote too. It's called This Is My Life. This is the way that I call out. This is the way I share my voice through my art and poetry.
Excellent. Next slide.
Go for it.
So what do you mean by that? Go for it.
I say, just go for it.
So to
all my fans out there, go for it. If you have dreams, go for it.
just like you did, right?
Yeah, like I did.
Anything is possible if you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And you believe in yourself.
Yes, I do.
And we believe in you too, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Visit www.iamleah.com to find out what Leah's been up to lately, discover more of her amazing poetry and artwork, and learn how to purchase a copy of her book.